Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony show. For those of you watching us live here on Twitch, because we do have an audience that obviously watches on YouTube later. Sorry about the delay. Most of our equipment decided it didn't want to turn on today.
Yeah, I heard a lot of, what is the movie when you hear like the old man in the other room and he's like, that's what you sounded like.
Is he being murdered?
That's what you sounded like in here. You're like, ding, ding. I heard like wrenches flying. Oh, damn, Melissa.
I don't know what you did with the...
Melissa said her lunch is over and she has to go back to teaching.
Sorry, Melissa. I
Very.
don't know where your sheet is, Carla Marie.
No, you were the one that were cleaning in here.
If it was in here, it still would have been in here. Did you take it downstairs? I bet you I know where it is.
I looked downstairs.
Well, hold.
On the side?
Yeah.
It's not there. I looked this morning.
All right, well, then we don't have it. Why don't we just go to the website?
Oh, thank you. Someone just sent it. So we are looking for the recipe for the shot we're supposed to take today. It's called a BMW, which is...
/CMA?
Yes. Bailey's something and whiskey.
There we go.
Bailey's...
1 part
Malibu.
Bailey's, 1 part Malibu, and 1 part whiskey. That's it.
But I need the ounces because they've already mixed 2 of the things. Well, you know what? This is going to be called the BMW Series Carla Marie.
Oh, boy. Can't wait to have this one.
That's the Bailey's.
Oh, so the other 2 are mixed already?
I think the Bailey's and Malibu are in here.
Oh, boy.
No.
This is going to be interesting. I'm going to go, hold on. I'm going to go look downstairs.
No. It's the CM series. Everyone's going to love it. It's the CM series. Even if I could afford a BMW, I don't think I'd get one.
Why not?
Because of the negative connotation that comes with owning one.
Like what?
You're a douchebag.
I never liked that. Not because I've ever had a BMW. I just feel like there are so many other things that make people a douchebag that they actually do that don't relate to just a purchase.
Okay, but wasn't it Erica and that guy was a BMW owner, right?
Yeah.
So,
but we don't know. We just know they had an unsuccessful date. We don't know. So backstory here is our friend Erica, who is on the air in San Diego. She's obviously been on the podcast a bunch of times with us if you've watched that on Twitch. But she went on a date with a guy from one of the apps.
But she was like, I don't know why this came up in conversation, but she told all of us in our group chat that prior to the date, she already knew he drove a BMW because it came up in conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, waving my red flag, that's not normal.
I agree. I think if it was a Mercedes, a Porsche, anything, if you know he has a, luxury brand vehicle before you even meet in person, that could be a red flag because the brand is the brand is a bigger deal to that person than their character or their own personality traits. God bless you.
It's true. My personal opinion was that God
bless you.
The only time it's okay to tell you the car ahead of time is if it's a Jeep.
Why?
Because you could be like, I got a Jeep. Do you want to go off-roading on our first date? It's not like, I got a BMW. Let's go drive down the highway fast on a really flat surface because I can't go anywhere else.
Yeah. I think bragging about your car to begin with, before you meet someone, before you even find out if they're interested in cars,
and if you're
a weird move.
And if you're a female, I guess, or either way, asking someone what kind of car they drive is a douchebag move also.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be, see, I wonder, because there's like car culture too, and I've just never been in car culture. Like the kids who the second they get their license, they're at like AutoZone and Pep Boys every weekend buying different parts.
You weren't that person?
No.
My boyfriend in high school was that. His dad was also a mechanic, but he was very much like wanting to like pimp my ride, his own car. So we were at the car store all the time. The car parts store.
If you're in that, if that's like your subculture, right?
Like we would go to the meetups.
Then that's different because it's probably in your profile, like I'm a car
That's fair.
junkie or whatever a car enthusiast calls themselves. So I could see if
That
that
makes
was the thing. And I think there's also subcultures of your luxury brands. There's people who are just BMW people. There's people who are just Mercedes people.
But this guy wasn't telling Erica that he goes to car groups.
No, he was, what we found out later, he was very much a brand name person. He like pointed out that he had a Burberry jacket on or something like that.
Oh, wait, no. I know what you're saying, but Gillywagon said, as a former BMW owner, I had to tell people about it to try to justify overspending on my dump car. No, I guess I wish Erica was here and not doing her show. She said that they were, when it was time to pay, she had been saying how like she doesn't like brand name things at all, which is where also the rest of us were like, well, we have brand name things in some aspect of our lives. She doesn't have like brand anything.
Mm-hmm.
And she said something like that to the guy, and he was like, she's like, oh, thank God, I thought your wallet was Burberry. And he was like, it is. And he had a Burberry wallet or something. And she had like just crapped on it in that same breath. So they didn't go on a second date.
Yeah, I don't think there was a second date. Definitely not a boyfriend situation at the moment, but you never know.
Yeah.
He could creep back in. He could slowly drive up the driveway in his BMW and steal her heart. I don't know. Let's take the shot, Carla Marie. Thank you to Seattle Cocktail Club for the shot. Thank you to everyone who supported the stream. And cheers to you, Carla Marie, as well. Let's see how this one tastes because I don't think it's the right recipe.
Okay. We lost the paper, by the way.
Still pretty good.
The CM series.
So I think you may have done it right. But we'll see. I definitely don't know where that paper is.
Marijuana and Fred the Mailman are chatting, and I feel like that makes the most sense. Like, don't you think they'd be friends?
I do. But I also think they'd each of them are easy to be friends with.
Yeah.
So actually, I really do think really everyone in the chat that is in here all the time that we know well enough to to form an opinion, everyone here is pretty agreeable.
You can switch the screen. You'll hear it on a new episode of the Morning Show podcast coming soon. But we recorded a game with Alicia from the 215 and Portia from the 215. And they signed up to play together, but they met at our Philadelphia meetup 2020 and have been hanging out ever since then.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, they spent like New Year's Day together.
Yeah, it makes me so freaking happy.
What was that event they did that I decided I want to steal?
Guac and gowns.
Guac and gowns.
So they just went to like brunch and gowns.
And I wonder.
It wasn't an actual event put on by the venue. They just work.
And I love that. And I think we could maybe one day, and we could tell them, they'll be invited, obviously, throw an event maybe in Philly again. And it can be called Guacs and Gowns or Tuxes and Toast. And it's just like a very fancy breakfast.
Okay. But
brunch.
You just made everything plural. So it's guac and gowns.
Yeah. What?
You said it's guacs and gowns.
Oh. Guac and gowns and toast and tuxes. Something like that.
Yes.
And we can...
coming to a city near you. We can travel. They got guac everywhere.
It could be like emo night.
It'll be a different price in every city, though.
What do you mean?
Because avocados in California are like 10 cents, according to Jake. Here, it's like $4.
Well, so avocado, for whatever reason, we were just introduced to it as like a very expensive thing.
Because it was given to us in guac first.
Yeah, but I feel like we have an abundance of avocados. I don't know why they're so expensive. Like California has too many avocados. Australia has too many avocados. They can't even ship them out. They have too many.
Who said?
Articles on the internet. They've got an abundance. They have an abundance of avocados, and they were asking more and more people to eat avocados so they don't go bad.
Well, send them here.
Well, they're trying to. They just can't ship them out fast enough.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I posted this on my Instagram story yesterday, and it was like the most oldest person thing I've ever done.
Okay.
And Anthony did not understand, but I felt very validated when everyone was responding. I got Honeycrisp apples, nice big ones, for 75 cents each. And when I told him
Did you get some nice big ones?
I said to him, I was like, I got Honeycrisp for 75 cents each. And he was like, is that good? And I was like, They're like normally almost $3 each.
It's a good price. Great
And
deal, apparently.
all my DMs, I was like, why didn't I post? Everyone was like, where? And I was like,
Where was it?
Fred Meyer.
Okay. Yeah, but do you think they're like going to go bad soon? I feel like every time I find
No,
a
they're in the
good
fridge.
deal on vegetables or fruits, they're bad in like 2 days.
That's fair, but I put the apples in the fridge and they last forever.
Oh, good question from Lenny from Queens. Would you call it the Big Apple?
That I'd call the Big Apple.
One of my favorite things, and you've definitely heard us talk about it at some point, is people from New York or who move to New York and say, first day in the Big Apple or just walking around the Big Apple.
Can't wait to take a bite out of the Big Apple.
Yeah.
No one says that.
Let's make sure that. Okay, let's get on to the actual show, Carla Marie.
Okay.
I don't even know what we've done this far, but cheesy shirts is the first thing on the list. And
Wait, before
Yes.
you do it, I might have to sneeze.
what?
I didn't want it to be on the screen and then I'm sneezing.
Oh, okay. Well, you're still on the screen.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I think it's because I go to a lot of news sites.
Okay.
But I get like the trashiest, most stupid,
Yeah.
annoying ads. And for me, it's always these stupid shirts. Always. Okay? Actually, they made the font so small on these shirts that I can't even read them. And as someone who has a clothing line, this is just blasphemy.
Okay, so what's your issue with these shirts?
What
What do they even say?
Okay.
Because the one has a lot
I
of
can't
writing
even
on
read
it.
Short girls. God only lets things grow. I can't even until they're perfect. Some of us didn't take as long as others. Okay.
Okay, there's one.
I get my attitude from my freaking awesome dad. I can't honestly read that.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it up on a different screen here because
wait.
that's a lot of text. Oh, you have it on your phone, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I get my attitude from my freaking awesome dad. He has a backbone made of steel and a heart made of gold. He has anger issues and serious dislike for stupid people. You hurt me and they'll never find your body. Yes, he bought me this shirt.
That's an aggressive shirt. Also, like wearing a shirt that calls your dad a murderer is an aggressive move.
Could you imagine walking by someone and be like, wait, can you come back? I couldn't read the whole thing.
I have caught myself
I'm going to do that to anyone I see with a long shirt.
in like a lot of situations. If you've got a lot of text on your shirt, I'm reading it. And I'm sorry if it looks like I'm staring at you, but I have to. I've got no other choice. You just gave me a paragraph.
But I tell you right now, the person who wears that shirt is the first person to be like, what are you staring at?
The person that wears that shirt, especially the short girls one.
Karen.
Okay. The person that wears that short girl's shirt.
Yeah.
What does it say again?
Short girl. It just says short girls. God only lets things grow until they're perfect. Some of us didn't take as long as others.
That person goes to Applebee's and expects exquisite service and complains when they don't get it. That's the person. They're the people.
All of them.
They're the people who do that. When you see an adult yelling at a teenager at an Applebee's, they're usually wearing that short girl's shirt.
Yep. That's fact.
There's no way they're not.
But I mean, come on. I want to see the sales. I want them to go on Shark Tank because I want to know the ins and outs of these businesses.
Here's the thing. I've learned a lot from our friends at the Roosevelts, and there is a direct, especially in shirts, there is a direct correlation between how much money you spend on ads and how much you make.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically like an equation. Like if I spend X amount of dollars on Instagram, Facebook, and Google, I know I'll most likely make this dollar amount.
Yeah.
I bet you the people that make those shirts are rolling in dough.
And you know what I need to start tracking is the types of news articles that I'm reading that these are coming up on. Because when I'm on Fox News reading, it's a lot for men. And it's like, you could touch my eagle, but not my truck. And I'm like, what?
Touch my eagle any day.
What the hell does that
I
mean?
don't know what that means.
And it's just like a giant eagle, like mean. And I'm like, what? So there's definitely a correlation. And that's going to be my new project this year is figuring out.
But normally, because those are usually served by like Google AdSense. And normally what's happening at that point is it doesn't actually matter what website you're on. Google is tracking all of the other things you do on the internet and serving you an ad in that space.
Yes.
So it's really your habits. So what are you doing, Carla Marie?
None of that.
And I'll tell you what, one of the things I stopped doing, because I am very protective of my algorithm, is there are certain people who send me a lot of videos, namely like family members, who, when they start sending me reels, I just stopped watching all of them because it was a lot of content that I didn't want to start populating in my feed. So I just said, I'm not even going to click on these videos. As much as I love the person, you're not screwing up my algorithm here.
Like what kind of videos?
It's, I don't know, just a lot of like anti-climate change stuff. Like climate change isn't real. A lot of old rich guys yelling at me. I noticed that was one of the videos.
All right.
Or a couple of the videos.
This is a great point from It's Me Meech. She said those shirts are print on demand.
Oh, true.
So these people are basically just pumping out designs, targeting niche groups, and essentially looking for winning designs that they can crank up the ad spend on.
Yeah.
And sure, like they didn't have it's kind of like what we do. Almost,
There isn't an inventory of these shirts, but when someone orders them, right off the presses.
Yeah. It's kind of like what we do, except not that.
Ours are much easier to read.
Like we could do that with shirts. Truly. We could be like, my favorite Twitch streamers are Carla Marie and Anthony, and they take shots during their show.
I would
You look
quit.
great.
I'd say that's it. Everything has a peak. We've reached it. We move on.
Alicia, same. She said, my mom buys random stuff from Facebook ads all the time. Sometimes she gets, why does it move on? I can't read it. Sometimes she gets duped, and sometimes she finds really cool gift. She saw an ad for a company that takes your photos and makes them into a national park style photo.
That's cool.
She had a poster made of me at North Cascades National Park and gave it to me for Christmas a few years ago. The algorithm must have offered her that as she just posted photos of our trip to the Pacific Northwest. So my mom too, and my sister, and they both, my older sister, both had like these leggings for Christmas that were like blinged out with a little wine glass on the pants.
With one wine glass?
It was like a little wine glass, like bling.
Was like
the pants.
bedazzled?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll have that. They'll have like, it's like full. My sister had Santa Claus jeans. She wore them on Christmas Eve, I think.
What do you mean Santa
they
Claus
were jeans, and where the rips were, it was like a fabric that had Santa Claus on
like
it.
patches kind. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen this.
Facebook, and she's like, yeah, I ordered them thinking these will never come. And I'm like, then why did you give your money? I'm like, do you understand you are the problem?
Well, because normally you can order that, and if you order it with a credit card, most credit cards, if you say they just never shipped it, there's like some fraud protection, and they will refund you.
Alicia said my mom bought those leggings too. It's absurd. What else did they buy? Like
My mom one year, I was so confused when I got this in the mail because it was for my birthday, and I opened up this package and I was like, this is not stuff that my mom would normally buy. Like, what happened? Did she think I asked for this? And she ended up buying like a mug, a t-shirt, and something else that just had my birth year, but like kind of weird sayings like that, like born in 1985 and proud to be alive. I don't know. I don't even know what it actually said. And then it was like a mug that had my birth date on as well. And I was like staring at them for like 2 weeks. And finally I was on the phone with my mom for a while, and she was like, oh, did you get the gifts that I sent you for your birthday? And I said, yeah. I was like, thanks.
You didn't thank her when you got them?
No, I did, but we were on the phone talking about it. And she's like, yeah, I have to admit, I kind of forgot about your birthday. So I just looked up your birthday on Amazon and just ordered a bunch of the first like 4 things that I saw. I was like, thank God you said that, because these were the stupidest gifts I've ever gotten.
Okay, but like she could have just sent you a gift card to Amazon.
But that's what she did.
Thank you to everyone for using the change screen emote, although I thought it said something about cheese. I was very confused at first.
It is a cheesy color as well. It's like mac and cheese
But
gold.
I did have one more t-shirt thing.
Yes.
Just for icing on the cake, you know? There was one more. That's not that one.
I know.
Oh, so you got to do that to do that?
Well, I had it. It was you gave me a really tough
I
task
mean,
here.
listen, I don't build the ad size. I just screenshot when I saw them. Okay. We don't have the phone up right now, Mr. Miami Cool. So hold please when we get through this T-shirt debacle.
Because I don't know if we're going to be able to actually read any of these on the screen is the problem. So do you have them on your phone still? Okay. There we go.
So these.
Oh, you have the name of the company. Was it Lily something?
The name of the company is Lily Cloth. Lili.
Lily Cloth.
So the first one with the angry black cat holding a cup of coffee says, "Touch my coffee, I will slap you so hard, even Google won't be able to find you."
What?
I didn't read that.
What?
I didn't read any of these.
What's with these assault shirts? Like, wasn't the one like my dad's gonna bury your body or something?
I actually might need this one, although I don't even drink coffee. But wow. I'm going to start using that with my family, though. I'll slap you so hard, Google wouldn't even be able to find you. Okay. Next one, the little fat cat. "I had my patience tested. I'm negative." Get it? But the
That
correlation doesn't make sense.
Real stupid.
Yeah.
Real stupid. I mean, all of them are real stupid.
These have dog prints, it looks like. Yeah, dog prints. "There's a 100% chance I'd rather be at home with my dog."
There's a
go.
100% chance I'm yelling at someone at Applebee's.
Yes.
Is what that shirt should say.
Also, with the fonts, there's 1, 2, 3 different fonts. Come on. The next one is like a frazzled cat. "My spirit animal is a grumpy cat who slaps annoying people."
These shirts love assault.
And finally, this one has a bunch of different dogs on it. "Dogs make me happy. Humans make my head hurt."
That one's actually like compared. Maybe I've just been beaten down at this point. That one's kind of normal. I feel like that one I would actually see in stores and be like, I mean, not for me, but I could see it.
I think for research, if I start seeing people wearing these shirts, like anyone, I come across them, I'm going to start a conversation with them just to see. I'm like, "Oh my God, that shirt. Where'd you get it? Tell me about it. Do humans actually make your head hurt?" And just see what they say. "Would you actually slap me if I took your coffee?"
It's Magnat Megan said, "Did a 13-year-old with PMS make these?" It sounds like it.
No, it was
like a 67-year-old.
It was like a 50-something-year-old going through menopause.
Or
the
that.
best way.
Is that when you go through it? 50s?
Could be 40s, could be 50s. There's early menopause. I think I'm there, sweating all the time.
That's a great question, too, from Camille in New Jersey. How are people supposed to act or react when seeing someone wearing these shirts?
I think they want us to go the opposite way. No, really, they want us to engage, is honestly what it is. You don't wear that shirt if you're not a confrontational person.
It's because you're going to be yelling at someone at Applebee's. Moving on, though, from annoying shirts, the other things we've got on the list today, Carla Marie, there's not a whole lot on the list because we were a little frazzled this morning with all of our equipment not working. LA for a day. And I do know that someone said they wanted to call, right?
Mr. Miami Call had sent ring.
All right, so if you do feel like calling, 201-305-0894, 201-305-0894. Excuse me.
If you come across fun shirts, though, feel free to send them to us.
Do a shirt of the day.
Not the actual shirt, please no, just a screenshot.
Oh yeah, I'll throw that right out. It'll just be a waste of money. LA for a day. So this is really cool. We were invited at the end of last year to go down to Los Angeles because Twitch apparently is doing some sort of like summit happy hour. I don't know, meet the bosses of Twitch, meet the C-suite level people. So I'm going down on Friday.
Yep.
I literally fly down Friday at like 6 a.m. I think I have to be at the Twitch office at 1.
Is your name definitely on a list?
Yeah. I got the confirmation and everything.
So if I decide to go, can I be added?
Probably.
I'm kind of nervous that you'll be there representing the Carla Marie and Anthony show. So how are you going to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Anthony, the CEO of the Carla Marie and Anthony show. CEO, head decision maker, and king of the Carla Marie and Anthony show.
Definitely not the CFO.
No. Why would I want that stupid job? CEOs make more, and CFOs have to deal with more stupid paperwork.
It's true. So what is do you have like a timeline of events? Are you even allowed to talk about this?
I mean,
because sometimes you're not supposed to.
I am. Let me pull it up here.
And I'll tell you why I'm not going after.
Why don't you just do that now?
Well, sure. So my sister's due date for this freaking child is tomorrow. No one, not even her doctor, predicted that she was going to be going this long.
Yeah.
Having this baby. So he was like very convinced that that baby was going to be born around Christmas, because he was even telling her like, listen, the only day I don't work is Christmas Day. So if you can hold it in, hold it in. So when I booked my flight last month, I booked it for Saturday the 21st, this Saturday, so that I could be there, like, at least the baby will be a week old. I can spend time with her. All, like, everyone coming over will be over with for the most part, like the rush of people. I can spend time
The
with
Russian
her.
people?
The rush of people.
Oh.
It's a thing, you know, when Italians have babies, the Russian
They just
people
invite
come
Russians over?
So now her and I booked backup flights because I don't want to waste my time, no offense to my family, in New Jersey without the baby. That's not why I'm going back. I'm going back to help my sister, stay with my sister, whatever. So I also booked a flight for next Wednesday, which her doctor had said to her, that is the latest I will let you go before I induce you. That is her 41. She's at 41 weeks at that point, I believe.
Because she's like 87 weeks pregnant, really.
It's what I was like, dude, you've been pregnant my whole life,
Yeah.
it feels like. So as like on Friday, if the baby's not born, I think by end of day tomorrow, I'm canceling my Saturday flight. That's the plan. So that I'll fly next Wednesday with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be with her for like a day or so. Then I go to my best friend's wedding for 2 days, and then I'm in New Jersey for a whole week after that. So, but that was the 1% chance that plan was happening. And now it's happening, and now I'm not going to LA.
Yeah.
So.
But I can't find the invite. But I think there's like probably some presentations of like things they want to do. And then I do think they're going to have some breakout groups to like meet other Twitch creators. And then they'll have like some people from some of the executive teams just walking around and introducing, asking questions, things like that.
You should.
But it's only it's like 3 hours, I think.
You should wear one of those shirts.
No.
You should wear a shirt that's like, touch my Twitch stream and I'll slap your head.
I'll bury you in the dirt. You fucking loser.
Anthony! Hard F. Children watch this show.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, so
yeah, how is your...
Can you tweet and Google won't be able to find you?
Angela de Spokane asked a very good question, Carla Marie. How is Ashley Marie feeling? She said, poor Ashley Marie is probably feeling miserable and ready to give birth to this baby already.
It's kind of crazy because she's actually felt great. She had some nausea in the very beginning, but like barely. She's talked about how like this has been a great time, except she has something, and they've been testing her blood to make sure she's okay, and she is, and the baby is. But her, basically her stretch marks are so itchy. So itchy. Like I said, I could do all of this once the itch happens. I'm like, get it out of me. I don't care what you got to do, because that would make me go insane. And
can you like lotion it up and stuff?
So lotion wasn't helping, but she started using powder, and that did help.
Okay.
She's like, it's got to be in the baby's lungs at this point because it's just seeping into her stomach. But this is what the doctor's recommending.
Okay.
But
does everyone get stretch marks when they're pregnant?
Yes.
Like there's no way around it.
And
I'm not worried about it. I'm just because I'll be fine. I'm just asking every single person, every single mom, whatever, gets stretch marks.
I'd say like 99.9%.
Your skin inevitably has to stretch a little. Well, yeah, no, I know it does have to stretch. I'm just asking if stretch marks. Oh, there you go. Penny said, no, I did not get them.
How'd you avoid that?
Huh, Carla Marie.
I said 99.9%. I didn't say anything. You were the one telling me you weren't going to get them.
I'm not. I didn't either, says Mama. I feel like there's all these moms that just popped in here that we don't normally see in the chat.
No, they're in here. They're just not talking about nonsense T-shirts.
Maria in Omaha said no stretch marks here yet at 8 months, but it also has to do with how fast you grow. Yeah, I feel like your sister got to like full pregnant size pretty quickly and then like stopped.
That is exactly what happened. I'm trying to see if I can get her to call in to describe what it feels like. But my family group chat is saying, what is happening with this sculpture of Martin Luther King?
I saw people were like making fun of it. I don't know. I haven't actually
So-
seen. What is it? It's hands?
It's supposed to be him and Coretta Scott King embracing, but they only put their arms.
Yeah, it's stupid.
So when you look at it from different angles, it just looks like hands holding different body parts, and it looks pretty phallic. And my sister was like, "Can someone explain what's happening?"
It looks like hands holding a big loaf of bread.
So I
Like
explained,
it looks like French hands, and they're like, "Look at my baguette."
that's exactly what it looks like, but it does look like a little bit like a ween in one of the angles because there's a lot of angles. I feel bad for the artist who was like, "Oh my god, my sculpture."
I don't make better art.
But I'm like, did no one think of what this was going to look like in the middle of a park?
So arms and hands, the sculpture is so awkward. Yeah, I just saw it quickly this morning. I guess it made the rounds yesterday.
All right, let me see if I can get her on the horn.
Erica P31 said,
I saw
I
this.
saw that one. It looks like Shaq's girlfriend holding his penis. Or I saw one that said, that was one of the tweets. Mr. Miami Cool, redeemed a hydration reminder. Thank you very much. Are you calling someone?
Hello?
Whoa, Martha had a 9-pound kid and a 10-pound kid.
Hello? Wait, am I?
Those are some big babies.
I think
What are you trying to do?
it's Bluetoothing her. Wait, but I'm hearing it here. so
Yeah, it's not.
that's
It's
fine.
not connected through Bluetooth.
Hi,
Here,
can I put you on Twitch really quick?
Here, just call her from here.
Sure. Oh, I'm gonna call you from a different phone number. Answer it. Bye. Anthony, are you impressed that I know my sister's number by heart?
Yes. We're waiting for it to ring.
Hi, hold on. Okay, you're live. Ashley Marie,
Hi.
how many weeks pregnant are you tomorrow?
40 weeks.
For the people of Twitch want to know how you're feeling at this moment in time.
I feel good. I'm working.
Okay, but I was telling them how you're so itchy.
I'm going to kill you. I am itchy.
I mean, I didn't show pictures of you.
Okay,
Don't worry.
but this is a good question. What is the cure for the itch? Like, what do you have to do?
I mean, right now I'm just putting powder on. It's the only thing that's working.
Like baby powder?
Baby powder, yeah. I've tried everything. Everything that people are probably suggesting right now, I've tried.
So does it look like someone's gonna like
Hydrocortisone.
bake a cake on your stomach? Is there just a bunch of powder everywhere?
Yes, I just scratched my stomach and there's baby powder underneath all my fingernails, and I
Ew.
ate it. So,
Ew. Ew.
yeah.
But so we're on baby watch here. We're just waiting.
Yeah, we're just waiting. Keep walking, bouncing on my ball, running up and down the stairs, doing everything possible.
I did
What? Oh.
say that I am probably going to have to cancel my flight, which is not something we thought. Like, we thought the baby was going to be like 10 days old by the time I was flying in, and now I'm going to have to push it back, which was like absolutely not. We never thought that was going to have to happen.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm still pregnant, to be honest with you. Every day I wake up and I just can't believe it.
So what day do you think it's gonna happen?
3 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay, but now that it's today, what day do you think it's gonna happen?
Well, tomorrow's my due date, which
Okay.
that would be very ironic.
Well, that would be exactly what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen.
Oh, sure,
I feel like
sure.
all the time. I don't know. I really I just cannot believe it's going to be one more day. Like, I feel like I got to be in the hospital tonight at least.
Let's see what we have
I
here.
don't know.
Nail_artist in the Twitch chat said my first was born on his due date.
Okay, there you go. Well, I
Then
predicted today.
Soira's also said my son was born on his due date, firstborn.
Maybe. Okay, this is a good sign. But I predicted
Well,
today in the
maybe.
chart, so let's go, kid.
Yeah, I'm doing everything possible.
You know what's crazy?
Everything possible that isn't unsafe.
Well, yeah, of course.
What's crazy to think is that, like, you're not in labor right now, but, like, you could just have a baby today.
Yes, I can, like, if my water breaks and then they push it along, but I feel like even if I went into labor at home right now, it still wouldn't be until tomorrow.
So you're basically saying today is a wash. It's not going to happen. We've moved on.
I mean, I'm hoping contractions at least start.
I don't know, dude. Everyone's trying to say try this, but I think you know all of them.
Oh, this is a good question. So Erica P31 in the chat said, well, it's not really a question, but said, if you, Ashley, are a punctual person, maybe the kid is punctual as well, and they're waiting for tomorrow. Are you a punctual person?
I am, and it's funny you said that because I already thought about what my Instagram post would be if it was born on the due date.
Oh,
How
my
it's
God.
just like
Well,
its mom.
Don't waste it yet.
Yeah.
We need to see it on Instagram and get all the likes.
Oh,
Well,
wait.
hopefully soon because I can't wait anymore.
Vicky said,
And we don't know what the gender is either.
yeah. So we're all just like waiting, and then everyone's gonna start ordering all these clothes.
Is there? I know people have assumptions, or there's like trends. If you're pregnant with a boy, they say this. If you're pregnant with a girl, you say this. Is there any correlation between the gender of the baby and when it is born in relation to the due date, like early, late, on time? Do we know that?
Don't ask me, Ashley. Are you there? Did you just start doing something else for work and ignore
I
us?
think we lost her.
No, I'm here. Can you?
No.
Hello?
Now we can.
Now we can.
Is there a correlation
no.
to what the sex of the baby is and when they're born?
No, I don't think there's any wives' tales for that.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there's some people saying they were 2 weeks late, so.
No, my doctor said only 1 week he's letting me go.
All right,
which
good.
I'm very happy about.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Maybe this conversation will be the thing that does it.
It heard your voice. It was like,
Everyone-
get me out of here.
Everyone send spirit fingers to the baby.
Ashley, good luck with everything. Love you.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Damn, she hung up. I didn't even have to click.
My brother was a month late.
Well, that seems
A month?
stupid.
A month? That is insane. That is a very, very long time. I'll give you 1 second. There we go. All right, let me. Oh, I should have put on the
The call.
phone screen, and we didn't even do that. People would have known who we were talking about. I need to get better at that. Next on the list, going brunette. What are we talking about here, Carla Marie?
So next Thursday, yeah, I have a hair appointment with Dina with the pink hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right now the appointment is scheduled to get my roots done before my best friend's wedding, get a little spray tan, a little spruce up.
Okay.
But I came across this article that said mauve hair color is in for 2023, and it was a photo
Isn't
of Hailey
purple?
Bieber, and it's really like it's called mauve, but it's actually like a light brown. I was like, I'm very confused because mauve is purple.
What is light purple? Do you know what that's from? Celebrity Jeopardy on SNL.
So
This color ends in purple.
So when I saw the picture of Hailey Bieber, I was like, oh man, I kind of like it.
Let me see.
So
it's just brown.
So I downloaded an app to put my face to see what I would look like with light brown hair, and
Is this what it is?
yeah, I kind of look like my evil twin. That's our friend Andrea Michelle, our photographer.
I mean, you look normal. It doesn't look like crazy. I don't think you look like a different person.
Well, I think it's because that's the color of my roots.
Is that what your hair color is supposed to be?
I guess, yes, because my hair does have a lot of like light undertones.
So you have mauve hair? Why are we? Wait, can we?
I don't know.
Backtrack
I
for a
can go
second.
find it.
Why are we calling it mauve?
I can find the article.
Because mauve is like a light purple.
I know.
Isn't
I know.
It?
Before we go down that path, can we just discuss if I should do this or not?
Okay, let's discuss that. Just what a stupid name. I think it looks good. Go for it. You've had purple hair. You've had pink hair. You've had what else? Blue? No.
No, purple, pink, rose gold, blonde. What is the app? I used actually the what the hell is it called? Madison Reed. That's where you can do your at-home hair color. They have an app where you can just put your face in and then try all different hair colors.
Ooh, Tacoma Swifty with a question for you, Carla Marie. Have you never worn your regular hair color? Always dyed? Question mark.
I've been dyeing my hair since I was 15.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it was still blonde. It was like the crazy thing about my hair is that I looked like I had roots as I was getting older because the dark was coming in. But I was blonde or mousy brown, I guess is what it's called, till
Mousy
through
brown.
middle school. It started getting dark, I guess. By the time I was 15, I highlighted it. So I guess it was pretty dark before that, but I had like blonde streaks in it. And then the only other time I had it dark again is I tried going super light and I bleached it and it turned orange. So we had to make it kind of brown for a little bit. Maybe 1 or 2 times I went like a little darker than normal. Like I did more lowlights than highlights, but I don't know what my natural hair color is at this point.
So why don't you just grow it out?
Because do you understand what I will look like? I would have to cut it because at one point it will be
Shave your head.
dark to here.
So just buzz your head.
No,
You've had short hair.
I'm not buzzing my head. Do you know how long it's taking me to do this?
Okay. Well, you're going to have to cut it someday, right?
No, you don't have to cut your hair.
What's the age when women chop their hair off and they do like I decided I'm just going to be like short hair person for the rest of my life?
I think it all depends on the quality of your hair.
Because I feel like that's a decision every woman makes at some point.
Jules said she let her natural hair grow back. Best decision she's ever made. I'm very curious.
Oh yeah, it'll just be what is it? Ombre?
Yeah. I guess I could dye it a light brown as it grows out.
True. Monica from Phoenix said 40, LOL. I chopped mine off then. So Monica, you decided 40 years old, I'm chopping it. No,
That's a
not
good age.
not going to deal with the long hair anymore. I'm just going to be a short hair person.
I'm at a point in my life where I finally have long hair and it's my hair. It's not extensions.
Mhm.
And I love it.
When was the last time your hair was this long?
Never. I
Never
don't
in
think
your
my
whole
hair's
life?
ever been this long.
I feel like my hair's been that long.
Okay. I mean, if anything, it was an inch longer, but I don't think so.
Monica, by the way, who I just we read her message a couple seconds ago, said yes, that is what she decided when she turned 40, and it is so much better. I will say this, and as someone who has had long hair at multiple times, multiple points in my life, and it was very long, like it was shoulder length, long hair. Life is so much easier when you chop that off. I went from having long hair to buzzing it. I mean, I was taking 6-minute showers.
Yeah, I understand
It
that,
was
but
great.
I like my hair.
I was using body wash on my head.
I enjoy curling my hair. I don't like blow drying it, but I enjoy curling it.
Let's see. Alicia from the 215 said, I have no idea what my natural hair color is, but I think if I let it grow, I still wouldn't know. It will most likely be gray. I just turned 41.
That is another thing with being blonde is I definitely have gray hairs.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I get it done, I ask Dina, I'm like, do you see any grays in there? She's like, honestly, no. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, when it's lighter, it's harder to tell, obviously.
I have no idea.
Like, I have very dark hair,
Yeah.
so you could see my grays pretty vividly.
Yeah, your hair is very dark.
Which my family members love to point out, like, oh, you got gray hairs. I said, yeah, that's what happens. Thanks.
So do you.
You've got way more.
Martha had said she cut her hair off in her 20s, but she said, I'm just discovering my curls, though, and I love them. I'm staying long.
Nice.
That's the cool thing about hair is that you can change it up.
I love that. And it's so funny to me when parents make fun of like their kids for like switching up their hairstyles and stuff. Like, what else? You can do whatever you want with your hair. It's one of the few things you can do. Now, if you use like terrible bleach, you can mess up your hair for a long time. But
it'll, especially for your
it's
kids.
one of those things you can make this stupid decision and then you can cut it off a month later.
And for kids, especially if you go to school wearing a uniform, which I fully support, but also at the same time, it's like, this is my one way, if the school allows you, to show your identity. Like, can you have pink hair? I don't know. Remember when we were
the
in
style, even if you can't color it, the style.
Yeah.
And I think when I say you can't color it, if it's like a private school that is very has very strict rules about their uniform and your appearance, women can still probably get away with like highlights and things like that. It's just dyeing it non-natural colors, non-naturally forming colors. Like if they probably can't do yellow or pink or whatever.
No. I see people saying we should have subtitles.
Why?
So if they have to watch with no sound.
Oh, I think that's a thing you could actually do. My problem with subtitles is
We mumble.
I don't want to know how stupid I sound when a computer is trying to figure out my words. Like I'm actually slowing down now in case someone wanted to put this through some sort of like
Whenever I use
subtitle thing.
Siri to talk about Rutgers, it comes up Rutgers, Ruckers.
Oh, like Rucker Park?
And I'm like, oh, I definitely say Rutgers.
Rutgers. Yeah, but no one says Rutgers.
Right.
Rutgers.
If you're a cheerleader, you do.
It's killing me. You guys are having a very good basketball season.
Number 23.
Number 23, and just signed one of the biggest recruits in the country.
For next year.
For next year, decided he was going to go to
Rutgers.
New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Woo, woo, woo.
And I would say that, by the way, I would say the same thing if this kid went to Seton Hall. He decided to go play basketball at Rutgers instead of Kentucky, USC,
What's their USC.
Kansas. Like, these are big time schools.
Yeah, but do they have fish bowls there?
Hmm?
On
Oh,
cam-
at the bars? I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Thank you, Dave_C84 for the subscription. Subscribing now for 29 months. And Diva Woman used 100 channel points for a hydration reminder, Carla Marie.
So we did get a first-time chat from someone.
Was it a real one?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Real WWE Linus. I guess they were saying that they can't hear great and they would love some subtitles. All right. Well, we'll look into that.
It would. I mean, I watch most of the videos that I end up scrolling through on like Instagram or TikTok. Usually watch that with the sound off. So I understand why subtitles are important. And that's something I can see if OBS does that, because I'm still in the process. Hopefully February 1st or whatever the first show that we do in February. Hopefully that is the first day with all the new stuff, all the new toys.
Like, I'm not making a joke, but do they know that? Can they hear us?
Well, I mean, they probably can.
All right. So am I dyeing my hair brown?
Go for it. Why not?
I sent the article to Dina, and she said, I think you'd get sick of it after a week.
Sick of the dark hair?
Yeah.
Why? Wouldn't you be sick of any hair if you get sick of your hair?
I don't get sick of my hair, but it's blonde is like, more fun. So they
Says
say.
who?
So they say.
Also, what do you do? What fun things do you do with your blonde hair?
No, what? You don't even know. You never have blonde hair. It's just different.
I didn't. I've never had blonde hair, and I've always been fun. So there's that.
What is mauve hair color? Mauve is one of those colors you probably heard of a handful of times, but you may not know exactly what it is. Rich mauve hair color would best be described as soft, mellow, and dark blonde color. By the way, it's Angelina Murphy, a Seattle-based celebrity hairstylist.
Oh, cool.
That the shade is similar to dirty blonde or blonde, only slightly darker and more muted. Mauve color is achieved by using a gloss that creates. Okay.
But they used the word blonde a lot, not brown.
But that was very much brown with the photo I showed you of
Yeah.
Haley Bieber.
None of this makes sense. Is this why so many women have anxiety trying to just figure out what a color is based on celebrity influencers? Because that's not blonde.
That to me is like chestnut brown.
Martha, by the way, says she does not think you should do it. She said to put low lights in and see. Because like the top of your head is pretty dark,
That's close. Oh my
right?
roots.
So you have actually very dark hair.
Well, I think also when you see it in contrast. I guess is my hair the color of my eyebrows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So why don't you go with a light mauve? Lauve.
We'll see. I also
Lauve.
it's also kind of hard to do a big change the day, but 2 days before a wedding. So
Why? It's not your wedding.
I know, but it's my best friend's. I don't want to hate my life.
You're not going to hate your life because of your hair color.
What? Sure can.
What else do we have on the list today? I think that was actually all the big things on the list. The Morning Show podcast. If you have not listened to the Morning Show podcast yet, we would love if you did that. All you got to do is search for the Morning Show podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and it should pop right up. What, Carla Marie? You got that weird, you're about to say something smile.
Mazzy88 just subscribed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, who's getting married? Asks Martha.
My BFF, Alex, my former college roommate. We met when we were 17. And then we decided to be roommates together at University of Rhode Island for a year.
That went well.
We both left. And we've basically been in a long-distance relationship ever since. But I'm very, very excited. Very pumped for her.
Where is this? Schenectady? Where are we going?
Troy,
Troy.
New York.
So we're going all the way up the thruway.
Better hope it don't snow.
Cool. Well, you know what? Through technical difficulties, we still made it on today. Still had a good time. Still had a phone call this morning. Good times. Are you in the wedding, Carla Marie?
Oh no, she isn't having a bridal party. Well, like she is, but it's just her brother, and then her fiance is having his brother and his sister, which I love it.
There you go. Keep
I
it
think
simple.
It's so nice.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Obviously,
KISS.
if she was having a bridal party, I think I'd be in it.
Maybe. We'll never know.
Not I think, but
will
Like,
never.
it would be nice to be a part of that, but I'd love, like, she's had no drama, not one
Mhm.
ounce of drama in planning her wedding. They did everything on their own. Everyone that shows up, it's just going to be a surprise, other than her mom went with her to pick out the dress.
That's pretty awesome.
Did all of it on their own. No one was involved. It's going to be carefree day for all.
Well, we will be back on Thursday. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you for being patient this morning when we didn't necessarily get off to an on-time start.
Yep.
If you missed anything, you can always catch this video on YouTube if you're not subscribing here on Twitch, youtube.com/Carla Marie Anthony Show.
Okay, and everyone send vibes to Ashley's baby and tell him to get the hell out.
Peace out.